Hi everyone, I am very excited to bring you Sephora's and Disney's Cinderella collection. So Sephora has collaborated, I guess, with Disney in order to bring these items based off of the Disney classic Cinderella. These are the 4 main makeup items in the collection. The collection also includes a fragrance and a compact mirror, but in terms of actual colors and makeup products, these are the 4 that are available. The collection is just now available on Sephora's website, I think not only to beauty insiders, but now to everyone. And it will be available in stores sometime in October. I will have photographs for you and pictures of swatches, all of the colors, and I will do full written reviews for each product to tell you more in depth what I think of the quality. In this video, we will look together at the colors and I will do live swatches for you. As always, please make sure to consider the information that I give you in this video, and if you still have questions after that and after reading the reviews, I would be happy to answer them either in the comment section below this video or on the blog. Alright, let's get to the swatches. First up is the Midnight Hour eyeshadow palette. So all of the items in this collection have fairly similar box packaging. You can see this sort of floral golden design on here. And then the palette itself has this blue and gold image of the clock in the background, and then you can see Cinderella running up the castle steps here. And the palette snaps and flips open like this. See the 4 shades there, 2 dual-ended applicators. And in the mirror, here's actually inscribed, it says, "It's the exit he'll remember." I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these over a primer. This is the white shade. It's pretty good pigmentation, and it is a shimmery, frosty white shade. Next is the dusty pink champagne color. Also has pretty good pigmentation. Next up is the silvery gray shade. And the dark gray, almost black shade. This color is not as opaque or as even as I would like it to be. So here are the 4 shades from that palette, and they're not, the most vibrant shades that you'll come across. The formula also is a bit dusty, as you can see, so the formula could be better also. Next up is the Moonlight Kiss lipstick set, which includes 4 different colors, and this set is $25. And here's the back of the box. Each box has the barcode with some sort of design on it, so you can really tell that Sephora and Disney have taken a lot of time in the details with this collection, which I really, really appreciate and I think is really cute. And each color is listed here with Cinderella's glass slipper shape also. The set comes in this velvet sort of well here, and the packaging is in this reflective metal. Well, it's plastic, but it looks like metal. And you can see these draped leaves around here. There's this letter on the top of each tube. It does get fingerprints on it quite easily. And there's the lipstick. Here are what the 4 colors look like. We have Lady Tremaine, Pumpkin, Who Is She?, and My Moment. Here is Lady Tremaine, which is this really vibrant blackberry purple color. Next is Pumpkin, which is this slightly peachy pink color. It's a little more matte than Lady Tremaine. Who Is She? Which is more of a mauvish pink color. And My Moment, which in the tube is a light pink with a bunch of shimmer particles, but on the skin it's almost white. It's a very, very pale pink with gold shimmer particles. Next up we have what is going to probably be the most popular product in this collection, and that's the Storybook eyeshadow palette. So once again, here is the box packaging, and it's a very big palette, you can see compared to my hand here. And here is the actual box packaging for the palette. So you can see again this sort of floral design in this gold color here, and then the outline of Cinderella. And the book, quote unquote book, slides open like this and has the same velvet packaging here. So there are a total of 20 shades, and what I also really like is that each one has the name of the color underneath the corresponding shade. And as you can read up here, it says Fairy Tales Do Come True. And this has a little corner here that actually lifts up. So I guess if you wanted to just carry this around or hold this as you're using the palette, you could do that too, or you can hold it sort of velvet well also. So here is the first row of colors, which I will start swatching. So first up is Maiden, which is this violet purple shade. It has silver shimmer particles. Color's pretty translucent. Second is All Aglow, which is a champagne shade, and it has much larger silver shimmer particles in it. It's kind of a goldeny champagne. Third is Destined, which is a sky blue. Still has a frosty finish, but doesn't have actual individualized shimmer particles in it. Fourth is Cinderella, which is this very pale aqua turquoise color. It's showing up a little more green on the camera than it appears in real life. And fifth is Pumpkin Coach, which is this peach, pale peach shade, again with shimmer particles in it. Okay, so there you have the first row of colors. Here is the second row of shades that I will swatch next. First is Ball Gown, which is a very frosty white color, similar to the white shade that we saw in the quad. Second is Killjoy, which is a slightly purple slate gray color. Third is Fairy Godmother, wow, which is incredibly opaque and pigmented. I'm really surprised. This is a periwinkle color. I was not expecting this color to be so strong. Fourth is Glass Slipper, which is a baby blue color. Much less opaque than Fairy Godmother there. And fifth is Royal, which is this really bright sort of azure blue color. So there you have row 2 of the shadows. Next up for swatches is this fourth row of shades. First is Gus Gus, which is a yellow-based gold. Second is Charming, which is a cream shade. Third is Chateau, which is a plummy brown. Palace, which is a slightly pinky taupe color, maybe a pinky nude color. Fifth is Drizella, which is a bronze cocoa brown. So there are the shadows in row 3. And here's the last row of shades that we'll look at. First up is Cinders, which is a black with silver shimmer particles. Second is Jack, which is a very deep grayish taupe. Midnight, which is a navy blue with lighter blue shimmer particles. Lots of shimmer in this shade. A Wish, which is a pale nude color. And Rococo, which is a very deep purple shade with more subtle shimmer in it. Alright, so there is the last row of colors. So just a quick rundown of the colors. I think the first row is probably overall the most disappointing because the shades are pretty weak. This color has much larger glitter particles, and for even the whole palette, I think that Cinderella is the most disappointing color. Pumpkin Coach is also pretty sheer and hard to see on the skin. The second row, I think I would have to say, is the best overall. Especially Fairy Godmother. I think in the whole palette, Fairy Godmother is really, really pigmented, really smooth and buttery, and very opaque in finish. Last two rows are also pretty good. I think Gus Gus was a little disappointing in terms of pigmentation again, but overall I think the last two rows are pretty good. Now, I'm not crazy about the formula for these shadows. Just like with the quad that we looked at first, the shadows are a little crumbly. You can see here there is a bit of dustiness to it, so it's not as packed as densely as I would like it to be, and therefore you do get some bit of fallout during application. And last up we have the A Brush with Fate nail polish set, which includes 6 colors and costs $24.50. Here are the 6 colors. This is Sephora by OPI, and these are miniature sizes, so they'll be much smaller than your average nail polish size. Now, unfortunately, these don't have the name of the polish on the bottle. It's only on the box packaging. So here we have So Totally Enchanted, Step Off Sister, I Blew My Curfew, Bippity Boppity Pink, Self-Made Millionaire, made spelled M-A-I-D, and Rags to Rhinestones. Here is So Totally Enchanted, which is this silver color that has very, very subtle hint of pale blue in it. Here's a second coat. So that's what this color looks like. Then Self-Made Millionaire, which is sort of an antique pale gold shade, consisting of a clear base but a lot of gold shimmers. The shade looks great with just one coat, and of course many people prefer to add more coats. So there's Self-Made Millionaire with 2 coats. Here's I Blew My Curfew. Translucent royal blue color with lighter blue shimmer particles, exactly like the Midnight shade from the palette that we just looked at. And coat number 2 to give you that opaque finish. Here's Step Off Sister. It's a clear polish with silver and blue shimmer particles. So of course you can use this alone, or you can use it over another nail polish color. I will say that these really small handles on these brushes make it much more awkward to use and apply the polish. So there's 2 coats of Step Off Sister. Here is Rags to Rhinestones, which is clear at its base and has pale gold shimmer particles in it. So there's 2 coats of Rags to Rhinestones and Bippity Bippity Pink. Which again is clear at its base and has rosy pink glimmer particles. Alright, so there you have Disney and Sephora's Cinderella collection. If I were to rate the collection overall, I would probably give it a B. So I think these are more than decent items, though I don't think that they have an overall consistency. So for the eyeshadows, some of them are pretty translucent and uneven, while others are much more pigmented and smooth. Same thing with the nail polishes and the lipsticks. Of course, I will show you pictures of them when applied to the lips on the blog. But definitely a collection worth checking out, especially if you are a fan of the Disney princesses. And a little birdie has told me that this is just the first of the collaboration collections between Disney and Sephora. So I think we are going to be seeing collections like this one based on the other fairy tale characters from other Disney movies. Feel free to check out any of the reviews on allurabeauty.com or to share your thoughts with me about this collection and the items in the comment section below. Especially if you've tried out the fragrance that's with this collection, I would be interested to know what that's like and if it's any good. You can also check out the MAC Marilyn Monroe collection video that I've done. Unfortunately, right now, most of the items are sold out. MAC maybe will restock some of those colors, but even if they do, it's going to be difficult to get your hands on those items, at least through the online website. But if you want to check out the colors and maybe you have another means of getting those items, feel free to check out that video. And the Project Runway L'Oreal collection video that I've also done if you're interested in getting some more drugstore items. All right, thanks for taking the time to look at all of these swatches with me. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.